Namaste everyone and welcome back to our channel. I am your Java programming teacher and today we are diving into one of the most powerful and elegant features introduced in Java 8, Lambda Expressions. Have you ever wished your Java code could be more concise, readable, and express a functional programming style? Well, Lambda Expressions are here to grant that wish. In this 5-minute animated whiteboard tutorial, we will explore what Lambda Expressions are, understand their core syntax, see how they simplify code, and learn some best practices. By the end of this session, you will be able to write cleaner, more efficient Java code. So, grab your virtual pen and paper, and let us begin this exciting journey. Alright, before we jump into Lambda Expressions, we need to understand their foundation, functional interfaces. Think of a functional interface as a special kind of interface that contains exactly one abstract method. This is a very important rule, my friends. Just one abstract method. It is perfectly fine for a functional interface to have multiple default or static methods, but only one abstract method. Java provides a special annotation at functional interface, which is a very good practice to use. It helps the compiler ensure that your interface adheres to this single abstract method rule, preventing accidental violations. Many existing interfaces in Java, like runnable, callable, and comparator, are functional interfaces and are perfect candidates for Lambda Expressions. Understanding this concept is key, as Lambda Expressions are essentially compact implementations of these single abstract methods. Now that we understand functional interfaces, let us unveil the magic of Lambda expression syntax itself. At its heart, a Lambda expression is a concise way to represent an anonymous function, a function without a name. The basic structure is parameters, body. Let us break this down. First, we have the parameters part, which corresponds to the parameters of the abstract method in your functional interface. If there are no parameters, you use empty parentheses. Next, we have the arrow operator, which separates the parameters from the body. Finally, the body contains the code that the Lambda expression will execute. If the body has only one statement, you can even omit the curly braces and the return keyword, making it even more concise. Lambda expressions drastically reduce the boilerplate code often associated with anonymous inner classes, making your code much more readable and expressive. To truly appreciate Lambda expressions, let us see them in action with a practical example. Imagine you have a list of strings and you want to sort them based on their length, not just alphabetically. Traditionally, you would create an anonymous inner class that implements the comparator interface. But with Lambdas, it becomes incredibly simple. We can pass a Lambda expression directly to the sort method of our ArrayList or collections.sort. This Lambda will take two strings, S1 and S2, and compare their lengths. Notice how compact and clear the code becomes. The comparator interface is a functional interface with a single abstract method compare which takes two arguments and returns an integer. Our Lambda expression S1 S2, S1.length, S2.length perfectly implements this method, making our sorting logic both elegant and efficient. This is just one of many ways lambdas simplify common Java tasks. While Lambda expressions are wonderful, it is important to be aware of common pitfalls and follow best practices to write robust and maintainable code. One common mistake is trying to use Lambda expressions with interfaces that are not functional interfaces. Remember, they must have exactly one abstract method. Another pitfall is creating overly complex Lambda expressions. If your Lambda body becomes too long or contains multiple statements, consider extracting it into a separate, well-named private method for better readability. Also, be mindful of variable capture. Lambdas can access final or effectively final local variables from their enclosing scope. A best practice is to keep your lambdas small and focused, using them for simple, clear operations. For even greater conciseness, explore method references. Once you are comfortable with lambdas, they are a step further in simplifying functional code. And there you have it, my friends. We have covered the essentials of Java Lambda expressions. We started by understanding their foundation in functional interfaces, then broke down their concise parameters, body syntax. We saw a practical example of how lambdas can simplify tasks like sorting collections, and finally, we discussed common mistakes to avoid and best practices to adopt. Lambda expressions are a cornerstone of modern Java development, enabling a more functional and expressive coding style. Remember, practice is key. Try refactoring some of your old code to use lambdas. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with your fellow developers, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting Java programming lessons. Keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you in the next video. Jai Hind.